We are live. Alrighty. Woo! SS Ultimate Goku here, guys. We're getting ready to game here. Also, if you guys don't know, my Discord is in the description. And we're gonna play some Xenoverse 2. And if you guys want to play with me, let me know. Oh dang, it's still on. It's still on. Wonder if I can still be online. I might have to. Do I have to like buy online again? Or just do the month thing? No, because they do the whole. Oh, they gotta freaking do my subscription. Is it like $10? Yeah. Still annoying. Dang it. About to rectify this in about a couple of seconds, hopefully. Dial me up for another $10 here. Payment. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as last time. Because that just annoys me. Also, people are wondering, well, I cannot play Xenoverse 2 on the thing here, which sucks. But I will do what I can. Alrighty, so that's done. So now the only thing I really just have to do here is enable it for next month. What's up, dude? I'm getting ready to play this shit, you know what I'm saying? Turn off automatic renewal because I should be the one that renews it. Yeah, I hate automatic renewals. Good. Alright, so that's done. You got that taken care of pretty quick. So we're going to do the Xenoverse 2. I know. Ever since, like, they're really trying to make a lot of money off of Xenoverse because, like a lot of the new packs now are just extra packs, right? They're extra packs. They're not a part of the, subscription, the DLC subscription you originally get when you get the game or whatever, or buy. It's a completely different set. So you gotta rebuy everything again and you get that set. It's so annoying. It's the same thing with it's the same thing with the other ones too. What's this? Yeah, I had to buy it. It's the same thing with the with frickin' Fighter Z. Yeah, and it's like I might as well just buy single packs. I did want to get the Broly pack, but I mean, after all the shit that's going down right now, I mean, I don't even know if I want to touch it. I still know. I did want to play as well, but I mean, I don't know. There's just too much bullshit going on right now. Still don't know if he's gonna be in Fighter Z. Oh, they're saying he won't be because they haven't created the models. They haven't created the models yet, I guess, or whatever. So he probably, unless they recorded, that's how I said, unless they recorded the lines. But they probably haven't. If that's the case, they have to. But I thought they don't have to flap them because it's just a game. That was what I thought. Because it's not a story set. It's not a storyline. Alrighty, guys. So I know you guys, some of you guys are watching this. Hit me up if you guys want to, I don't know, play me in online battling or team up or whatever, I'll be doing that for a little bit here, trying to get my Xenoverse guy up here. I'm currently at level 84. So far away, people. I gotta, like, where is the... no, it's story mode. Yeah, I wonder if there's any story mode. Oh, I wonder if any storylines I can do. Probably not unless you get the packs. I'll be like, yeah, you can't do any of that stuff till you get all the packs. All the extra packs, even though they're really basically the same thing. Alrighty, let's see. No, this is ranked. Where am I in? Oh, thank you. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm gonna create a room. News to me. I wouldn't buy it for the Switch anyways. I'd rather buy it for the 4. The only games I would probably buy for the Switch are the Pokemon games. Honestly, I mean, I don't really like the Switch right now anyways. I don't think it's that good, to be completely honest with you. The Let's Go Pikachu game really disappointed me. Not to mention that Dragon Ball Heroes is not going to be dubbed, which I think is freaking stupid, honestly. The game Dragon Ball Heroes, sorry. So now I can send a couple invitations to people that are in contact with me. I don't know if these people are Dragon Ball players. Let's see. Let that Kill la Kill game go. Give big ups to the system arc. I actually should make a video on that too. I will be making a video about that. But big ups to System Arcs, because these guys actually appreciate the American English market, and they actually give people an English dub, which I think is absolutely necessary. I've been very preaching about this for a long time, so big up on those guys, because that's some bullshit that this shit doesn't like get. Oh, I think I already got some. Oh, here we go, guys. Okay, so we are ready to go. We got 2 people in the thing here. We got 2 people in here right now. I don't know if they can hear me. I got my mic on while I'm broadcasting YouTube up in here. Okay, guys. So we're getting this ready. I'm going to obviously be my guy because why the fuck not? Excuse my French. Alright. So I'm gonna get this shit done here. Hopefully we get some skills. We still haven't got the specials and shit. So and get a Z too, because I only get a Z rank for it. I'm trying to get all the ranks on Z. Oh doo doo. Hello, Ren. What's going on, Ren? I wish I could just like broadcast this like on YouTube. I don't know why they don't allow Xenoverse to be broadcasted on YouTube. I think it's stupid. Alrighty, let's do Super Saiyan 3. On my quest to possibly getting Super Saiyan God. I'm supposed to get Super Saiyan God on level 90, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, I'm sorry. I don't think you can get Super Saiyan God. But, yeah, I got a long way to go. I'm only at level 84. I'm not that strong. Level 84. We had level 84 here. We only got Super Kamehameha. Let's see. Let's do this shit. Alright, let's hit that golden Frieza, dude. I probably actually got to train my guy up a little bit because it's been a while since I boosted him. And I've been leveling up for a while. Yeah, I agree. What is it called? System Arc. They are English dubbing the Kill La Kill video game, which I think is a big thing. I think all games should be required to have an English dub. I've been very preachy about that on YouTube. As you guys know, Dragon Ball Heroes definitely should have an English dub. I mean, it's a Dragon Ball game. There's no excuse for that. Sword Art Online is a franchise that's highly popular, more popular than Kill la Kill, and it's not getting the English dub, and it's published by Bandai. And Bandai, in my opinion, are cheap. They are cheap. They only dub things that are Dragon Ball and Naruto. That's the only stuff that they have dubbed. I'm about to die here. I'm gonna have to heal up. Shit. No, dang it. I think I just healed myself somehow. What the frig? Anyways, I gotta make a video about that. I mean, like, I'm still stunned that Kill la Kill's named up. I mean, that is like the last freaking video game franchise anime franchise I thought would get dubbed for a video game. You know, when you see shows like Attack on Titan, freaking Sword Art Online, they don't get English dubbed, but Kill la Kill does. I mean, even My Hero did. My Hero didn't get one either. Now, allegedly, one of the voice actors on Twitter had proclaimed that Bandai Namco had went to the production studio and possibly of getting an English dub, but they never, got anywhere, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. I'll take that with a grain of salt. So, yeah, that's my whole thing with that. Yeah, Bleach did get an English dub. Unfortunately, I actually had that game. It was Bleach Soul Resurrection. Unfortunately, the game was terrible. Yeah, the game did get dubbed. Bleach was highly popular in the United States. It's actually more popular in the United States than it is in Japan. Japan, it's like not many people watch it. That's why it actually got canceled. The anime got canceled in Japan because it wasn't popular in Japan. But it's popular here in North America. It's a popular anime here, but it's not popular in Japan, so they canceled the remainder of the series because they didn't finish up the manga. They didn't finish the animated series from the manga adaptation, which was unfortunate. Because of how bad it was in Japan. But unfortunately with Soul Resurrection, because that was an English dubbed game, which is good, because again, that was during the time when Bleach was at the height of its popularity here in North America. Unfortunately, the game sucked. And because of that, I don't even think they decided to make another video game after that, because I've yet to see them make a game for it in the PlayStation 4 or 3 ever since that game came out. I was highly disappointed with that game. The game just really didn't make sense. Not one of their brightest moments, in my opinion. But is that even an anime game, though? Is that even an anime game, though? You talk about that Tail game. Is that an anime game, or is that just like a gaming game? Like game franchise game? And it could be due to the fact that it was already established that way, too. Like, if it was already an established franchise, that could be the reason. Too, because Bandai doesn't like to dub like new stuff anymore, like it seems. Yeah, see that's the reason then, because it wasn't originally an anime. It wasn't originally an anime, so that's probably why it was originally dubbed. There's always branding reasons for it, because if you look at all their other games that are like games like Dragon Ball, or games that are like, you know, animes, that are animes first and then become games, you only see it with Dragon Ball and Naruto, where they English dub them. That's why I really don't like Bandai, because Bandai are very cheap when it comes to anime. I feel like they should not be allowed to do these games or publish these games unless they're going to give a dub. This is why I feel like there should be a law in place where they're required to manually have an English dub. I've been very preachy on that for a long time. For a long time. You know, and people say, well, you know, they could go out of business. Well, that's their fault. It's not our fault that they screwed up and don't market correctly. That's not our fault. That's not the consumer's, like, fault. That is the company's fault. The company are the ones that screw up. Like Dragon Ball and Fighter Z, or Xenoverse 2, Fighter Z, they made millions and millions of dollars right at, you know, finish. You know, right when it was first released. So you can't say that, you know, oh, you know, it's their fault. No, it's their fault. They're not branding. They're not marketing correctly. You know, it's business 101. So that's kind of my take on it. This guy's about to puff up. Oh shit, where is he? Where the hell is he? He's like this dude. And just friggin' just start spamming him. Kamehameha.
For you are too foolish, too ill. Do you comprehend that?
Yeah, but that's Sega. Sega's different. Sega has a track record of dubbing stuff. They have a track record of dubbing things because obviously they have the Sonic franchise and shit. So that doesn't surprise me at all. You know, Nintendo does that too. Nintendo dubs all their games. It's like those companies, those are different companies. Those companies have track records of doing shit like that. I want to eventually get some of the classic Dragon Ball games. There's like some classic Dragon Ball games you can get. Yeah, they got some classic ones that are really good. Ones that even have Stephanie as the voice of Goku, which I think is pretty cool. They don't have that many, but they got some. It's Kid Goku. Kid Goku, I'm sorry. Sean is adult Goku. Sean will always be adult Goku. Oh no, he's always it says. Alright, did I get a Z? Yeah, I got a Z! Got a Z! Z for Dragon Ball Z! Yeah. Hope of the universe right here. Oh, what'd I get? Oh, I got a bunch of crap. Oh, I didn't get the special? Oh, what? Alrighty, what do we got? I gotta get some new people. We gotta get some new people in here. Didn't I Z that? Or which one did I Z? That one's a pain in the ass. A lot of these are. I still haven't got the Super Black Kamehameha Rose. Budokai 3 and Tenkaichi. Budokai 3 is good. I like Budokai 1 though too. Budokai 3 was good too. Budokai 1 had better cutscenes. Budokai 2 had more like action and shit. Budokai 2 was like fucking like weird. Budokai 2 was fucking weird. Like it was a fucking board game. I remember that game. I remember that one. It was a fucking board game. The fucking season mode was a fucking board game and shit. Yeah, I'd rather not. I like I said, I'd rather not get into the voice acting stuff. Alrighty. Who else can we invite here? Someone said hello. I gotta hold on. Alright, just like freaking send a bunch of fucking invitations. Excuse my French. Hold on. How do I keep forgetting how you comment. That's right, okay. Just waiting for another person to come in. Get this show on the road. Oh, you can hear me, I guess. I am playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Filler Boy. Unfortunately, I can't stream because Bandai Namco are idiots and don't let YouTubers stream. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, let's do this. Same reason why they don't let people English dub. They don't allow English dubs anymore. The exception to this. I don't really know about that like game, so I can't really speak on what you mean in terms of the forms and stuff like that. I know I'm trying to get to level 90. While in process, like trying to get stuff and missions completed and shit. But I want to get that Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan transformation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you unlock that. How do you even unlock it? Do you have to just buy it through the shop? I'll have to find out online. I can just look it up on YouTube. They said you have to freaking level 90. Who would be Super Saiyan 4? I want to be a god. I'm shooting. Aw, he moved away. That's bull. He moved away. He moved away. Aw, this little guy's a party pooper. Let's see. Come on, Krillin. Come on, 18. Let's go. Oh, 18's my target. Let's go. Right in your face. Yeah. Oh, Krillin's already dead, so they already took him out. Now we just gotta take care of 18. My quest to level 85. My long-awaited quest to level 85. I could use Twitch, but I'm not. Not many people know about my Twitch account. So. Alright, let's do this shit. Let's go! Oh, I'm gonna break the glass. I'm gonna break the glass. I love doing this. I always do this for some reason. Every time we're in here. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go right to the end here. Yeah, you actually can hear the sound effects now. Breaking the glass, Stone Cold Steve Austin style. I don't know, I just do it. It's so random too. Aww, I can't do any more. It sucks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get back to the villains now. Screw you, Hercule, you suck. Hercule, you suck. Take all the freaking credit. Go on. And everyone else, for that matter. Die. Die! I hate Hercule so bad. Alright, we're done with Hercule. Alright, where's Majin Buu? Where's Fat Buu? Let's go. Alright, Fat Buu, let's go over here. I'm kicking your ass now, too. Kicking your ass right now, too. Oh, you wanna play that game? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Why am I? What the? Alright, there we go. Commentary! Let's do this! What is it commentary right now? Honey Bun Bus. Oh, that's cool. Voice some characters, I guess. He's talking about that I have no idea what the game is. I just broke the glass. And no, I already broke like the glass over here. Look at that. All the glass is broken. No, he's not. Screw that. I broke the glass. I broke it to the glass. I broke it to the glass. It was so good. It was over 9,000. It's so good. It's over 9,000. Oh, screw this. I gotta go up against the kitties. What is this? I gotta go dance at Kid Trunks. What up with that? What's up with that? hidden gaming, that's how you title it. Oh, Trunks is gone. Let's go. So, Shannon. She's okay. She's an okay replacement for Bailey. They almost sound identical. I kind of am kind of upset that she left because I mean now it seems like she's coming back to Funimation. Like she left like the project for Dragon Ball for being what's the word? For being Kid Trunks for Dragon Ball Super, and gave it to Alexis because she was going to be pursuing more just union work in LA, and now it seems like she's now coming back, doing stuff with Funimation again because she just, obviously is doing a new show for Funimation now as it was announced. So I'm kind of a little upset in that sense because she had said she was leaving for just to pursue union work, and now all of a sudden she's back, and like now she's not Kid Trunks anymore. I don't know. That's me. Maybe it's me. But Alexis has done very good for. I'm trying to find where this is. Oh, is it here? It must be in the mountains. Yeah, but overall, Alexis and Bailey pretty much sound the same. In terms of voice recognition, they pretty much sound exactly the same, actually. All right, finally, we're in the right spot. So let's do this. Going up against Piccolo. Oh, I wanted to do a bonus mission. Oh, I got a B. Oh, that sucks. I wanted a Z, man. That sucks. Yeah. Didn't get nearly as much as they should have. I think they underrated me there. I personally think I was underrated on that one. And everyone just laughed. What is this? You just leave. That's the second time they love. We gotta get two more people in again. They just keep leaving me like that. They're leaving me hanging, guys. What is this? Can't be leaving me hanging, y'all. Yeah, these missions take a long ass time. Yeah, they do. They're a pain. They are a pain in the ass, these missions. I'll tell you that much. They take a long ass time. She's okay as Luffy. I don't know what it is with Luffy that, like, I don't know, because I guess he's a goofball. So he's a goofball type character. So I guess that's why I personally think characters' voices should mature, though, especially when they get older. Oh, here we go. But I personally think the Four Kids Luffy, Erica Schroeder, I believe, was the original Luffy for the English voice. I think she does a better Luffy. I think people need to revisit it because a lot of people just say that she was attached to Four Kids and just kind of write her under the rug because of that. But I personally think a lot of the Four Kids voice actors did a lot better than a lot of people give credit for because they were pretty much given a bad script. And when you get a bad script and you get bad dialogue and you get shit basically thrown at your way, any dub's gonna suck, no matter who the voice actor is. So I really feel like people should go back and look at the Four Kids dub with an objective mindset, because a lot of the people that voiced those characters are very, very good voice actors. The Nico Robin for the Four Kids version was Veronica Taylor, and I can tell you right now, her voice as Nico Robin was absolutely phenomenal. In my personal opinion, I think she did a very good interpretation of Nico Robin. And she doesn't get nearly the credit she deserves for that performance because of it being attached to Four Kids. Excuse me.
It isn't over yet.
Four Kids voice of Zoro. Just a lot of them do. A lot of the Four Kids voice actors do work for Bam Zoom now because a lot of them pretty much have moved to LA. Most of the Four Kids voice actor cast pool, they pretty much relocated to LA. Veronica Taylor did. Rachel, the person who voiced Misty, did. Pretty much they all have. Not all of them, I guess. I mean, I think Eric still works in New York. But pretty much all of them, freaking have moved on to LA. Oh, wow. What the frig was that? Yeah, but I think people really need to give the Four Kids voice actors, not the dub, the voice actors a better look at their performances because they just see them as voicing the shitty adaptation of One Piece with the dub version and not looking at it better in a voice acting performance. That's what I would say.
I have some news for you. The thing that will take you to the grave. Super Saiyan. Remember the warrior. Fascinating.
Very cool. No, his voice is different from the anime in here. No, it's still Sean. It's just he doesn't sound the way he does in the anime. He sounds like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, basically. This is evil Goku. He was evil Goku in this. In this game, he sounded like evil Goku. On Fighter Z, I think they cleaned it up better, but I really didn't care. I think he did fine. I think he sounded fine as Goku Black the way he sounded. Like, I don't think... Like, a lot of people bitched about his Goku Black performance in Xenoverse 2. I didn't hate it on it at all. I just think people are just too cringy. when it comes to stuff these days. I never saw an issue with it. Like if he would have kept the Goku Black voice like this in the anime and further medias after Xenoverse 2, I would have been completely fine with it. I wouldn't have had an issue with this voice. I mean, I thought it was fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Oh shit! He's about to shoot like a friggin' anyway.
Those who make the fire talk must be eradicated. Well, what do you think of this color? Is it not beautiful? If I was yes, Super Saiyan Low-Jack Goku Black. I have finally made Goku entirely my own.
What are you talking about? Hold on. Guys, I want to talk about this right now. Okay, I've already said this to a few people already. I'm not going to talk about the voice actor drama that is going on. So please don't ask me about it, because I don't want to talk about it. Oh shit! Six teams freaking exploded on me. People who say the GT dub wasn't that good, and I mean, that's really an opinion. I mean, I don't think the GT dub was bad at all. The storyline was kind of a little out there. I don't think the dub was bad. I think the storyline was a little kind of weird, but that's more on Toei's part than really Funimation. Dub I think was fine. I don't think that there was anything wrong with the dub of GT. Music, there were some tunes they had in there that I thought were okay. I hated the theme song. I'll tell you that. I did not like the GT theme song. I don't know. The rap thing. I mean, I actually like some of the anime raps they do. Like, I love the One Piece rap. I obviously like the Arc V of Yu-Gi-Oh rap that they do. I never really was into that GT one, though. I instinctively remember the Dragon Ball GT one, and I just was like, what were they going for exactly? I don't know. There was just something about that tune that just was kind of weird. That they just, I don't know. They just, and I like a lot of the theme songs that they've done. I love the Dragon Ball Z theme song, the Rock the Dragon theme song. I like those theme songs. But with the GT theme song, it was just weird how they did it. And they went about it. I personally don't think Mark Mentz was very good. The only couple of things that I think Mentz was good at was some of the movies he did, because there were some movies he did where he did, like I said, there were a couple of songs he did that were pretty good. But Mark Mentz was not the best Dragon Ball composer, I think. I'll always if I had to rank all the English Dragon Ball composers, obviously Faulconer would be 1, Nathan Johnson would be 2, and Mark Mentz would be 3. Mark Mentz was my least favorite out of all the English composers we've had. Faulconer obviously was the best in my. I think he was better than the Japanese version, so I'll always stick to Bruce Faulconer over the Japanese any day of the week. Faulconer production, whatever, all the people that worked on it and stuff like that. Like that was the best of them all. Johnson was decent. Nathan Johnson was decent. There were a couple of tunes that were okay. His theme song, not the greatest, but it was, like I said, other than Rock the Dragon and Falconer's theme song, those are pretty much the best ones. GT's wasn't that good. Johnson's, they kind of went for more of a gritty theme song because they were advertising it as the ultimate uncut version for the first 2 season redubs. But I personally, if I would have been Funimation back in that time period, I would have had Johnson not compose a theme song. I would have just had them use Rock the Dragon because they were already using Rock the Dragon for like a lot of the episodes that Faulconer had composed. Like when Faulconer took over like the composing after episode 53, which was actually 67, and I just died. After like Faulconer like took over and the English cast took over for season 3, the new English cast took over with Sean Schimmel and all those guys. When they took over, they were still using the Rock the Dragon theme song. They didn't switch over to Faulconer's Dragon Ball Z theme song until I believe the start of the Garlic Jr. arc. So what I would have done is I would have just had Nathan Johnson focus on the background music and just have Rock the Dragon be the theme song. Because it would have made more of a consistency, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would have done. But obviously they were advertising the ultimate uncut version, so I guess they just wanted to have more of a grittier, more of a bloodish type theme song, because that's kind of what you get with Nathan Johnson's theme song for the first 2 seasons of the redub. But I would have just stuck with Rock. I would have just stuck with Rock the Dragon if I, was doing it.
You are unaware of your weakness.
No, it's not. I am playing Xenoverse 2. And no, Bruce Faulconer's music's better than Dragon Ball Super's music. As a matter of fact, Dragon Ball Super's music, Dragon Ball Super's music is a hit or miss. There's been some songs that I've actually liked, but then there's also, it's like, whatever. It is better. I will agree with one thing. It's better than the Dragon Ball Z Japanese music. Skatushi's, I believe that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. But I don't know why anyone likes his music. I'm going to be completely, I'm not trying to be a douche or anything, but I don't see why people like his music. I have listened to the Dragon Ball Z episodes. Like, I've watched some of the Dragon Ball Z episodes with his music in there, and I just don't see what people like in his music. But then again, a lot of people say, well, what do you guys like in Faulconer's music? I'm like, well, I don't know why people don't like Bruce Faulconer's music. Like, his music brings action to the dub, which, that's what it's about. Dragon Ball Z is about fighting. Like, where the Japanese music kind of is more like, kind of monotone, which I just don't like. I don't see that in a fighting show. Even, like, and that's the thing, like, you know, I get criticized a lot for that, but the thing is, I watch a lot of anime, a lot of fighting anime, where they use just Japanese scores, and I like Naruto's score. Like, Naruto's score fits perfectly. It has, you know, it fits with what the action is going on. With Satoshi's, it does not fit. Like, I don't see how people like that music. Like, it does not fit Dragon Ball. Like, I'm sorry, it does not fit. Like, a show that's about fighting, a show that is about fighting is supposed to have action music in it. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't see that. I don't see that, and I just don't see why people like that music. Like, I've gotten so many arguments with people on that. Like, you know, I give people legitimate reasons why the music isn't good, and people will be like, oh, you're not a true fan because, you know, you don't like that music. And I'm like, no, the music sucks. Like, it sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. You can't change someone's opinion on what type of music they like or what they think the music should sound like, you know, when you're watching an anime. And I think we're going to fail this mission because we're only like 42 seconds left. I think we already completed the mission. I think this is a bonus mission, right? This is supposed to be a bonus mission, but it's going to screw my chances of getting a Z, which sucks. Got him on yellow. Ugh. Why isn't he? Why? Ah, dang it.
Well
Gotta
done.
be
Make sure to
shit.
keep training.
Special again. Really? Again? Alright, hold on. Probably. I'd probably like Kai better if it had the Faulconer music in it. But then again, there were still some voice actors that they did not include into the game, or not game, sorry, include into the into the you know, the dub that should have been in the dub that were in the original Z dub, but weren't in the the Kai dub. But yeah, I mean, that's just my thing. Like, I just don't understand why people like Katushi's like music. I don't think it's that good. I mean, and you get criticized if you don't like it. You know, it does. I just don't see how people think it fits Dragon Ball. And then they use arguments. Well, this is how Akira Toriyama wanted this, and I'm like, how can you know that if Akira Toriyama makes a manga, he's not making music in the background of his comic book? You know, he's not doing that. Okay, so you can't say that this is how he would think the music would be perceived on the show. Like, you know, because he's not making the anime. Toei's making the anime. Akira Toriyama made the book of the story. He wrote the story. He didn't write the music. Or the music that was supposed to be in there, and I just don't understand it sometimes with some of these people that are like saying, "Oh, you gotta like it this way." No, I don't. He left again. People are probably getting scared because they're hearing me talk about all this. They're probably wondering what the hell. No idea. We gotta wait for 2 more people to join. I invited a couple of people. I hope so. They didn't do anything last year. I hope they do something new. We gotta get like a new Tom or something now. Because we're overdue for a new Tom. No, like it's been like what 5? Like when they disbanded within a year and a half, and then they introduced Tom 5, and then after that, it's been like about like a few years now, like about 4 years now, I think, since that happened. So maybe we should get like a new Tom. No, it did not. It it did not have different music. It had Japanese music. Funimation did not make a score for Dragon Ball Z Kai. They did not. What happened is the Japanese Toei Animation originally commissioned the guy who composed music for the earlier Dragon Ball video games, Budokai games, Tenkaichi games. And what happened is he was basically found out to be a thief, as in stealing people's music. And I actually recently seen a guy who made a YouTube video about it too. Comparing the like songs from the game. And it was very, very informative. And so basically, because of that, what happened is Toei Animation had to get rid of all that music that they basically paid this guy to compose for Dragon Ball Z Kai. And because they had to get rid of it in the Japanese version, they had to get rid of it in the English version too. Funimation had to get rid of it too, because they had to get rid of it basically on all forms of media. So that's why the music changed. So what happened is once that music was gone, what happened is Funimation basically Toei Animation had to basically change the music to the old Kachushi music from the Dragon Ball Z score, because they still had the rights to all those songs. And so that's what they used, because they weren't going to pay someone else to basically do the songs again, or do new songs. So that's why Kai then eventually was changed over with the Katushi songs for Funimation. That's basically what happened. As I'm going to power up here. So basically, yeah, that's basically the whole story to the Kai music. The reason why I see people prefer Chris over Linda is because they say she makes Frieza sound like an old woman who smokes a lot, unlike Chris, who makes him sound like an actual evil ruler. I disagree with that. See, I highly disagree with that. Here we go again with, here's the thing, okay? Linda, okay, sounds like an evil empress. Or emperor, sorry. Sounds like an evil emperor. Like, she's got that gritty, tough voice, which that is what an evil emperor sounds like. And Chris, I do like Chris, but if you're going to ask me who was better as Frieza, I'm going to say Linda 100% of the time. Because Linda actually sounds like an evil emperor. Chris doesn't sound like an evil emperor. He sounds like a stereotype military soldier general. And the way he talks fast with the voice, that sounds more like a soldier. That does not sound like a ruler. I don't see where people see this. Or understand this, because when I hear the voice, I don't see that. I hear a general. When I hear Chris's voice as Frieza, I think of a general. I don't think of a ruler. I don't think of a ruler, so I don't see where people get this idea from, that he's, you know, he sounds like a ruler. He does not sound like a ruler. He sounds, you know, when Frieza does those phrases and he, you know, does those orders, you know, to his men and stuff like that, the fast tone speaking sounds more, it comes off more as a soldier, you know, a military soldier. That's why I say he sounds like a stereotype soldier. Everyone says, why do you keep saying he sounds like a stereotype military soldier? And I'm like, because he does. He sounds like a soldier. He does not sound like a ruler. That is exactly how a soldier would sound like. Where Linda, she has more of the tough voice. She has the tough, you know, straightforward voice, which sounds better to me for someone that is trying to be an evil emperor. You know.
Come so far.
Yes, because I believe Chris, he was his stunt double, or not stunt, I'm sorry, wrong word. He was his, what do they call him? God dang it, what's the word? Not stunt double, I freaking, I don't know what they call it. And I'm drawing a blank right now on what they call those, if like you know, a person couldn't do the voice or whatever, you know, if they die or something like that, or something happens to them, on the top of my head right now. Understudy, yes, an understudy. Yes, I believe he is the understudy. Because Chris had the lung cancer, I believe. He had some type of issue with his lungs or something. But he did come back to do the voice in the Broly movie, though. So I give him a lot of props, because he did come back to do that. He couldn't do Fighter Z, which, by the way, Mills, Damien still did pretty good for the voice. You know, still sound like him, but he came back. He did come back to do, he did come back to do that movie, which I give him a lot of props to, because I didn't think he'd be back in time for that. I didn't, especially with the severity of his, you know, illness that he had. I didn't think he'd be able to come back for that in time. I knew he wasn't going to be back for Fighter Z, but as well as I think there's a couple of episodes that he hasn't done as well in Dragon Ball Super that Miller had done as well for him. But he came back for the movie, though. He made sure to come back for the movie, so big props for him. Toonami's not going to be doing any April Fool's thing this year, I don't think, because it lands on a Monday. They typically, Adult Swim doesn't really do any April Fool's stuff unless if it's actually like on the date. And Toonami, like the last 2 years of April Fool's, it just happened to land on Saturday and Sunday, and that's why they did it. But since it landed on a Monday, I don't think they're going to be doing any April Fool's things, at least for Toonami. They'll probably do something for Adult Swim on Monday, but I don't think they're going to do any April Fool's stuff this year for Toonami. Because before the 2 years, last year and the year before that, they hadn't done any April Fool's thing for Toonami. So because it's not on the weekend this time around, I don't think they're going to be doing any April Fool's thing. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, guys, this year. So I think it's just going to be business as usual.
No choice. Playtime is over. Or continue to ignorantly blaspheme the gods.
What's like I said? What's the difference between Linda and Chris? Like I said, Chris sounds like a military soldier. Linda sounds more like an evil emperor. That's pretty much the difference. In my opinion, I mean, some other people will say different, but that's the way I see it.
I'm the world. Now worship, venerate the most noble, supremely powerful God.
I don't have an issue, but that's another thing I want people to understand too. I don't have an issue with Chris's voice as Frieza. I don't think he is bad as Frieza. I just prefer Linda. Because a lot of people think I don't like Chris's voice, and that's not true. I don't like Kribrad's voice as Kid Goku and Kid Gohan. I have said that, but I do think she did very good as Mai. I will say I was very, very, very impressed with her Mai voice. Oh, we got a bonus mission, right? Oh, another bonus mission. The 17s.
Where did they come from? It doesn't matter.
I am the hope of the universe, ally to good, nightmare to you. I'm still pissed that they promoted that, and then they didn't give us that dialogue in the game. A few months ago, for Fighter Z, they were like advertising like the base Goku or whatever DLC that was coming out. They were advertising the Hope of the Universe. Bandai Namco was advertising the Hope of the Universe speech, like on their videos and like on Twitter and YouTube. They were promoting it, but they didn't give us the dialogue. I thought they were going to give us the dialogue because they were putting it in their description and shit, and well as putting it in their tweet. So I was like, oh, they're going to give us the Hope of the Universe speech now again? I was like, oh, friggin' bullshit. I mean, there was no question Eric was coming back to be Future Trunks. I mean, I don't know where you thought that was not happening. Oh, I only got an A. What is this? I still didn't get the special. What is this? I'm still a day. Do I think One Piece will be... Hold on. Let's see what they're doing first. Yeah, we're doing this again because like I didn't get a Z. I wanted a Z. Alright. Okay, so the question was, do you think One Piece will start dubbing again? It's been a while since they released episodes. Yes, they are going to be dubbing again, but it's probably not going to come out until like April or something like that. I guess they recently released like specials, but they're like 100 episodes away from where they're currently at in the dub, so I think that's pretty stupid. But yes, they will be dubbing again. I don't know when. One Piece is not really a priority to Funimation because obviously there are shows that are more important than it. But yes, they will be dubbing it again. I don't know how many episodes they'll be dubbing, but they will be doing it again.
And the plan will be good job, boy. I'm the one you're fighting here. So you dare get orders to a god.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of those things where it's just not going to happen, I guess. Am I going to see Captain Marvel? F no. I've heard nothing but bad things about the movie, and I'm not really that much of a fan of the character, anyways. So that just pulls me away, anyways. I'm only going to go see superhero movies that I'm interested in. The only reason why I went to see Aelita was because I've heard a lot of buzz around it, and James Cameron obviously did the movie, and I'm a huge Terminator fan and robots in general, so I decided to give it a look, which I did today. It was a very good movie. How long do I think it will take to dub anime episodes? There should be a couple episodes being released in the next couple of months because they already announced the DVDs. They announced the DVDs being released in May, so the dubbed episodes are going to be up at some point. But I don't know how many, and if we're going to get any more. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that on the forums. No, probably not. I seen the first two Avengers movies, and I wasn't that very enthused by them. I didn't see the third one. I think there's a fourth one too that they made. I'd never seen 3 or 4, so I feel like I shouldn't see it anyways because I didn't see 3 or 4. I don't really watch all the movies. Like, I only watch the movies that I want to watch, like Iron Man, the Captain America movie, Captain America versus Iron Man, or that was Captain America Civil War, technically. But I seen Venom, obviously, because I love fucking Venom. Excuse my French. Freaking Venom. But you know, I don't really go to see a movie for a timeline and all that stuff, like, you know, MCU stuff. Like, I only go to see movies that I want to watch. I don't go to see movies of superheroes I don't want to see, like Thor and shit like that. So that's kind of my thing. But no, I'm not really interested. Like I said, I'm not really interested in Captain America in general, or not Captain America. I'm sorry, Captain Marvel. I don't know why I just said that. I love Captain America, but not Captain Marvel. I said a year ago Captain Marvel didn't look very well of a good movie, and my opinion has not changed. As a matter of fact, it's gotten worse, especially with all this other shit that's going on with the movie. It's not something that I'm looking forward to, and it's just something I'm going to pass on. You know, if you guys like it, that's fine. You know, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to be one of these guys, like, on YouTube that's going to tell you, like, don't go see the movie just because. You know, I just don't think the movie is that good. from what I'm hearing and from what I've seen about it, I don't think the movie's going to be good. If it turns out to be good, then it's whatever. I was wrong about Aquaman. I thought Aquaman was going to bomb badly. I thought it was going to bomb badly, and it somehow made $1 billion. I still will never understand how that is $1 billion franchise. I will never understand how that's $1 billion franchise. I don't see the value into it. I don't see what people see in it. I don't know. But that's my take on it. Yeah, Venom's badass. I love Venom. I waited 15 years for a Venom movie. I'm so happy. I can't wait, for them to do a new Venom movie. Yeah, so in terms of Endgame, I don't know. It's whatever. I don't know. But yeah, with Captain Marvel, it's... Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah, there you go, Turtles. I don't want to see every MCU movie. I don't want to see every MCU movie. I only see the movies that I want to see. Like Iron Man, Venom, Captain America. I don't really care necessarily what studio it's from. Obviously, Venom's part of Sony. I just want to go see the movies that I want to see, where the frig's the portal? There it is. They didn't really ruin him, it's just they don't use him ever. Because they really can't. I mean, because he's owned by Universal or whatever. There's distribution characters are owned by Universal, so they can't do a solo movie of him.
Playtime is over.
I love DC. I like DC better than Marvel.
These mortals shall witness true divine power. So the time is right.
Because I like more superheroes in DC. But there are some superheroes in DC I don't like. Obviously, I fucking hate Superman. Excuse my friend. Freaking Superman. I do not like freaking Superman. I hate him. I hate Superman with a passion. I wish he would die. I wish Superman would die. Because I don't like Superman. Oh, and Goku can beat Superman, by the way. Just putting that out there. Hashtag Goku beat Superman. Always gotta put that out there. Always gotta put that out there. Just to remind everyone. I wonder what they'll do if it bombs, though. What, Captain Marvel if it bombs? I would just take her out of the MCU altogether if it bombs. But I don't know if they can do that. If Captain Marvel massively bombs, that is gonna be so sad. because they've never been in a situation where a film has failed badly. That really, Hulk versus Doomsday really depends on which timeline they use, though. That's another one where it depends on the timeline, because there's multiple different comics of Hulk and there's multiple different comics of Doomsday. So that's another one where you could be like, either way. You know, and it's like, well, that's a fucking thing. It's like you gotta specify which one you're using, because it's like, it's just stupid at that point. It's like, well, which one are you using? It's like, no, we're using composite. I got an A.
You do a lot better than that.
I still didn't get the special. We're using a composite. We're using composites, people. It's all about composites. Screw the composites. Oh, we're doing it? Okay. Is he quitting, or what is going on? I don't know. It says after the next battle, so I think he's doing this one too. Alright. And we'll just find new people. Oh, hopefully more new people come. I don't know. I love Godzilla, though. It's been a long time since I've watched a Godzilla film. I remember using to watch those as a kid. Yeah, she's not looking good. As she said some pretty shady shit, in my opinion. I wouldn't blame you there. But I doubt they're recasting her. So I wouldn't hold your breath. I wouldn't hold your breath, though, in all seriousness. Because she's got, like, a long-term contract. I think she's got, like, a 7-film contract, so I doubt they're recasting her. You know, they gave her one of those long-term type contracts. I'm not a really big fan of Shazam either, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't really know. DC's really not. I'm not really feeling DC right now this year. You know what I'm saying? Like DC's not really giving me something. Like I was looking forward to that Batman film, and it looks like they're frigging that one up. What do you mean? AT&T Warner Media. What is that? What is that supposed to be? Is it anything like that DC Universe shit? Like, frig. That's terrible. I have not seen the animated movie on Netflix. I seen some of the older movies from years ago when I was a kid. I wasn't aware that they have a trilogy on Netflix. What do you think about Shake? I don't fucking know what that means. I know you should go read an article. What do you mean, what article? I'm not even close to 85 yet. I do not like the DC Universe streaming service. I actually made a video, and then you guys can go check that out and what my problems are. I really should just start I should really start linking videos on my streams since most people watch my streams. Because that video did not get them any views. You guys want my opinion on DCE, or where is it? I gotta find it. There's a lot of problems with DC streaming service. It's terrible. Alright. I'll send this video to you guys. It's terrible. Go check that video out. It's got less than 100 views. And I'll tell you all you need to know about DC or DC stream service and why it's terrible. Oh, I broke it. Aha, yay. Stone Cold, I'm breaking the glass. Yeah. I wish you could break the other ones, but you can't.
You should know your place.
No, we're not no appetizers. So, the biggest issue with the DC stream service is there's no way we can do anything with it. There's nothing set up for it. It's just a disaster all around. Like, I have to watch my stuff on TV. I don't want to watch my shit on a mobile phone, and, like, that doesn't cater to me. Also, their pricing is bad. Like, they're paying you $7.99 a month for their streaming service. The problem with that is they don't give you enough content to warrant that. A lot of the stuff that is on their service is either old content or stuff that, you know, is rarely new, like the Titans season or whatever, series or whatever. That's, what are you going to do with that? It's like one series, that's it. Oh, and Young Justice too, I guess. But that's about it. Nothing new, nothing invigorating. It's $7.99 a month when you do not have anything accessible to gaming consoles like my PlayStation 4, Xbox, or any gaming console for that matter. So, you know, people like me that want to watch it on TV, we can't. So why would I pay $7.99 for that shit? Okay. Also, Funimation Now streaming service is only $5.99, and you pretty much get everything available on your streaming service. Like, you get it for your gaming consoles and all your other shit. Okay? With DC Universe, you don't get anything. So how is it worth $7.99? Why is it $2 more than Funimation Now? That's bullshit. Okay? Now, Funimation is going to be changing their pricings in the next couple of months to $7.99, and they'll have $5.99 for, you know, for smaller servers or whatever. But the difference with that is Funimation has an established streaming service. Their streaming service is accessible, right? It's accessible to all gaming consoles and everything, more than just app shit. App phones and stuff like that. So they have a warrant to move up their prices, where DC Universe does not. DC Universe doesn't have anything correct. They don't have anything worked around. They don't have any good TV service for your gaming consoles. So why would I buy it? makes no freaking sense for me to buy something like that and not get the service that I need. Plus, they're not having any original programming besides 2 shows. Oh, and if you're like in Canada or Mexico or any other country besides the United States, guess what? You can watch the Titans live-action series on Netflix because it's only available in the United States. The app right now, the stream service app, is only available in the United States. So yeah, it also makes it useless internationally. But yeah, give me a like on my video because not many people watched that video and it was a very well informed video. But like I said, I give more of an explanation in that video, or if you're willing to watch it, because I do get into in-depth reasons why it's bad. I just missed it. Is that it? Or are we going to do the bonus mission? Yeah, we're doing the bonus mission.
Where did they come from? It doesn't oh, that's what.
Ah, he went from behind me. What is that? That was some cheat. I'm not a fan of Young Justice. I think the show is overrated. I don't understand why people like it. I think the show is kind of stupid. So that's my whole thing on that. Oh, I got an S.
You're incredible.
Blade Judgment, I got. I prefer DC over Marvel, but that doesn't mean I hate Marvel. Like, you know, like I said, there are superheroes on Marvel I like. There are superheroes on. I don't really have a bias towards either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really go by the whole, like, oh, you're a Marvel boy or, oh, you're a DC boy. I hate that whole shit. I really do. Because I'm not either one of those.
I mean, yeah, I would be more of a Marvel. I would be more of a DC guy, but I don't really view myself like that, anyways. Because people like, say you have to either be a Marvel or a DC guy. I mean, like, you get me. You get it. It's like, you guys have seen me shit on DC like movies, so it's like, you've seen the territories. I praise Marvel's movies all the time. Like,
But it matters not. In the end, I shall destroy all, and the plan will be complete. Richard! I'm the one you're fighting here. So be scared to do it wrong.
it's this.
It would be unwise to let that go to your head. It isn't over yet. Wow.
Have I seen Castle?
No, I have not. I want to get the new. I want to get the movie DLC because I want to get that. Well, I want to get the new Broly character too, but I want to get the Gogeta character. I still don't have him yet. Let's get to work here. Alrighty. Oh, I wanted to break the glass. Ah, there we go.
What do you think of this?
My favorite superhero is Goku, so because it makes me less of one.
I have finally made Goku's power entirely my own.
I said that didn't break out. Fuck would have. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, now it's back to business. Oh, he left.
You should know your place. On the table with bread. I got this covered. You know your job, so get moving.
I got some equipment, I guess. My favorite Transformer, Hot Shot. Wish they would have never replaced him for goddamn Bumblebee. Oh, frig. What is that? No. Boo is like, dude, Boo is like kicking my ass right now. Shit. Just missed it. What was that? What? They won't. Hotshot's pretty much done. Like, Hotshot was pretty much retcon for Bumblebee. Bumblebee is Hotshot. Like, that was Hotshot. Like, if you watch Transformers Armada, he looks exactly like Bumblebee. It's just they changed his name and they made him look more like a bee than everything else. Hotshot was yellow. He had the same colors as Bumblebee had. Hotshot was basically retconned for Bumblebee. If you watch Transformers Armada, there is no Bumblebee. It's Hotshot. Transformers Energon was Hotshot. Pretty much that trilogy they did in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, that was all Hotshot. And then when they came out with the movie, they decided to change Hotshot to Bumblebee. And he's been Bumblebee ever since in all the cartoons and stuff like that, as well as the movie.
I am justice given form. I am the world. Now worship, venerate the noble, supremely powerful God, Shamatsu.
We don't care. Who's my favorite? What? I don't know what you mean. What's his favorite? Oh, Decepticon. You know, that's a good question. Actually. There's a bunch of them that are pretty interesting. Starscream is a pretty interesting one, though, I will say, because I just never know what Starscream. Because in every different cartoon and every film like they do of Starscream, it feels like they change him. Like in everyone, like there's never really if you watch any of the Transformers cartoons and shit, there's never any consistency with Starscream, in terms of where he stands and shit like that. Like in some iterations, he is one of those guys that wants to betray Megatron and be he wants to be the leader. There are other senses where he eventually leaves the Decepticons to try to join the Autobots. Like, he did that a little bit in Armana. So Starscream's probably one of the more interesting Decepticons because they changed him a lot. I have not seen that one. Hotshot is yellow. He has always been. I have never seen Hotshot blue. I have never seen Hotshot blue. He's never been blue. He's always been yellow. He's always been yellow. I don't recall that at all. Like, unless that's some new. Well, not even in the new shit. Like, he's not in the new shit at all. He's not in the new, like, cartoons and stuff like that. When they appeared in the new cartoon, he wasn't in there. So, no, he was not blue. He was definitely yellow. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bumblebee basically took Hotshot's spot. He took, because in Transformers Armada, Hotshot was basically the one that would, like, interact with the kids, just like how Bumblebee did in the Bumblebee movie. Like, he was always the guy who interacted with the kids. Bumblebee never existed in Armada. He was not around Armada. It was Hotshot. Hotshot was yellow. Like, that's why I say he took his spot. Yes, I have seen the Dark Phoenix trailer. I think it's a lot better than people give credit for, personally. I got a B.
Make sure to keep training.
Alright, guys, so we've been on for a while. This is probably going to be it for me. It's almost 2 of my time right now, so I'm going to get going here. Guys, check out more of my videos. Helps me out. Comment, rate. If you like these streams, you know. And that's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.